Hey you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. I am Will Sanja's like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hope the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. Y'all, today is Sunday. I'm just relaxing. I had a friend of mine that I call my sis, and she came over to visit us this weekend, and it was just such a blessing. Great conversation, aligning, connecting, and just faith power going back and forth, and it was just a beautiful thing, and I just really enjoyed myself. Hey Lois, if you looking, hey Lois, if you're watching, I really enjoyed you, girl. But you guys, I'm gonna get on here with this golden nugget. The golden nugget is take a break and then come back to it. Take a break and then come back to it. What am I talking about? I know I have been there before, and I know if I have, you have. Have you ever been where you were looking for something so hard, whether it was an ink pen or it was your phone or your keys, and you just could not find it for nothing? And then me, I just go, you know what? Let me just sit down and just take a break, because I'm just, man, I've been looking for these keys for 30 minutes, and oh man, I'm just gonna take a break. And just as soon as I take a break and I get calm and I'm at stillness, and I'm at peace. And then after I get back centered to that point, and I get up and I say, God, I always say this, all right, God, I'm gonna go in here one more time and look and see what happens. I go in there, y'all, guess what? It's right there in my face. I mean, right there. Less than seconds, it's available for me. It's available to me. I'm able to get right to it. And that happens because, like I said, we get to a place of stillness. It works the same way in our life, in this journey, this great, wonderful journey that we're in our learning experiences. Yes, when we are looking for the answer to whatever whatever we're trying to find a solution, the answer to, to help us get closer to the manifestation, sometimes we're like, where's the answer? And when we want the answer, when we find out that we need an answer to get to the next step, to get in the manifestation, we're kind of cool. What normally happens is that when we have started looking and searching for the answer, the solution, and it's not coming right away, what tends to happen? What tends to happen? We start getting a little bit frustrated, right? So we keep looking. Well, now we're looking out of frustration. Then what happens? We keep looking, and then we're looking out of anger, because now we get angry. Then what happens? We keep looking, then we're looking out of what? Jealousy, because we're thinking about, well, they got it, they got their answer, and they did it, and we're looking at, well, they got it, and we're looking at the whole time we're looking at a jealousy, we're looking at a frustration, we're looking at a hatred, we're looking at a fear, we're looking at a whole lot of things. We're looking for that solution, that answer out of all those things. And out of all those things while looking, do you find it? No, it is not coming. The answer is not there. But let me tell you this, the answer is always present. I was whispering there, I need to say it louder. The answer is always present. So why is it, if the answer is always present, why is it when we're looking for it that we can't find it? Well, I'm going to tell you why you can't find it, or why you don't see it, or why you hadn't grasped it right away. It's because you're looking for it out of what? Anger. You're looking for it out of what? Desperation. You're looking for it out of what? Fear. You're looking for it out of what? A timeline. You're looking for it out of jealousy. You're looking for the answer out of revenge. And what happens when you look for things, looking for the answer or the solution, when you're working with those elements? It does what? It blocks and clouds your what? Your vision. Yes, it does. It blocks and clouds your what? Your hearing. Yes, it does. It blocks and clouds your what? Your senses. So even though your answer is right there in front of you, you can't see it to save your life. Even though the answer is right there in front of you, you can't hear it speaking to you to save your life. Even though the answer is right there in front of you, you can't even sense that is what you're supposed to get, that is what you're supposed to take. You can't. Why? Because all of those other things, frustration, anger, I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I ain't gonna stay in this right here no more. I ain't taking this no more. You gonna give me, I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get it out. And you're saying all of that out of frustration, which is doing what? Clouding. It's clouding. It's clouding your senses. Hearing, your sight, even your smell. You get what I'm saying? So what do you need to do? Hence the golden nugget. Take a break. Take a break. And how do you take a break? Whether you have to go and moonwalk your way back, sit down and woosah to get yourself at stillness. What is stillness? At peace. And when you're at peace, does that mean you're at a state of being in worry? A state of frustration? A state of anger? No, when you're at peace, when you are at peace, peace is equivalent to everything is all right. When you at stillness at peace, it's equivalent to everything is okay. When you're at peace, it's equivalent to everything is always working out for me. Peace, stillness, it is lined up for me. Peace, stillness, it is so. Peace, stillness, signed, sealed, delivered. Peace, stillness. Y'all, you get what I'm saying? When you center yourself and you come down to peace, when you've taken a break and you brought yourself down to a calmness, to a peace, that means that you're okay with whatever is around you. Why? Because you know you're going to be all right. And go into any hospital, where a nurse or doctor say, you know what, they only have a day to live, hours to live. You go in there and you talk to them. Guess what those people who only have a few days or a few hours to live are saying to you? Yes, baby, I'm at peace. Yes, everything's okay. Don't you worry about me. Oh, I had an awesome life. Oh, I can't wait. Yes, I'm blessed. I tell you what, my dad passed away because he had cancer. And when we first found out that he had cancer, we were so young. We were like, my sister and I, we were like 19, 20, 21, around. We were young, early 20s, or like right 19, 20 years old. And when we found out my dad had cancer, it didn't really, bother us that much, because in our head, in our mind, that he was going to be healed. He was going to be cured from that. And as he went along, and he had some days and some years where he was okay, and it was like, yes, Dad is back, da. And then it got to a place where it wasn't, and it stayed there for a long time. And so we just started saying, God, whatever your will is, whatever the will is, that's what we want. And that's what it was like, whatever the will is. My dad knew that we loved him. He knew that he and my mom had raised us the best they could, and they did an awesome job with us. So my dad always loved us, made us laugh. My dad showed us nothing but love, joy, happiness, told jokes. All that's where I get my sense of corny jokes from, or what have you. But he did a lot. And when he was in his last stage of cancer, yes, were we sad? Why? Because we had a sense that that physical was about to leave us. Because, the physical is tangible, which means he's there. You understand what I'm saying? Physical-wise. We hadn't necessarily thought about, spiritual-wise, he's still going to be here with us, But anywho, we hadn't got to the place where my dad was, at a state where he knew, hey, this is what it is. And my dad had gotten a peace about it. And my uncle said something to me the other day, and I'm not going to keep y'all long. My uncle said something to me the other day. He said, you know what? When their sister passed away, he said he cried like a baby at the funeral, right? My sister, I was singing, my sister was playing the drums and stuff. We did a song at her funeral, and my uncle was boo-hooing. He was telling me, say, I boo-hooed and cried, and he was making a joke out of it because he said he had given his handkerchief to two of our cousins and said, here, y'all may need this. And they were sniffling and crying, but they looked at him. He was like, ah! He was like really pouring out, and they were looking at him and they were laughing because he looked and said, I gave y'all my handkerchief and I need it. But my uncle said, it stood out to me. He said he went to see my dad in the hospital, and he started crying, my uncle. And my dad's older brother was there, and some other family members and stuff was in the room. And my uncle was boo-hooing, crying in the room. And what my dad did, he just burst out laughing, y'all. He was laughing like, man, what's wrong with you? Why you crying like a little boy over there? And they were picking at him, right? They were picking at him. And he was like, why you crying? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And he started laughing. And he got my uncle to where he was able to take it away. And my uncle said, my dad told him, said, man, I am okay. I am at peace. I'm all right. I'm going to be okay. You going to be all right. And that's what he told him. And my uncle said that my dad prepared him for it. How did my dad prepare him? From the stillness of knowing that everything is okay. So when I tell you guys to get yourself to a state of stillness, a state of peace, and when you're at a state of peace, state of stillness, that just means you put in your mind that everything is okay. Because that's what peace and stillness equate to. Everything is all right. Everything is okay. Everything is lining up for me. I am going to get this. This is going to manifest. This is going to line up. Everything is always working out for my good. I am all right. No weapon formed. I will prosper. I am moving forward. It is manifesting. That's what the stillness is. But if you are at it and you're at it out of frustration, trying to get an answer to this, an answer to that, or trying to meet a deadline because of this, and trying to do stuff out of jealousy, out of hatred, out of revenge, and out of all this other stuff, your answer will be right there in front of you. And you won't see it to save your life. So I'm here today to tell you, I'm checking the time, y'all. Almost right at 12 minutes. To take a break. Go get a Kit Kat. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that stillness bar. Y'all get what I'm saying? Take your break. Pull away from it. And when you get the stillness, then watch how that answer just, you'll go back to it. It's like, really? I just looked at that website and just read that that's what I need. I was just looking at that. But when you were looking at it, you were looking at it out of frustration, out of desperation, out of a timeline, out of a deadline, out of hatred, out of hurt, out of pain. Move all that out of the way and get to stillness. Take a break, pull away from it, and then go back to it. And watch how your answer will appear. Either somebody will call you on the phone and just start having a conversation with you when you at your stillness point. And they'll be talking about something and you will get your answer in that conversation. Or you'll be at the stillness point and you'll be watching something on television. And you'll get your answer off of whatever you're watching. Do you get what I'm saying? Or you could be driving along at a state of stillness, at a state of peace, and you may see your answer on a billboard. Or you may be driving along and you may see your answer on an 18-wheeler tractor trailer truck. You don't know how your answer, but I'm telling you, your answer is always present. The answer is always there. Just as soon as you request a thing, it is granted, which means answers to getting to it is already there. Okay? Y'all, I hear my husband playing on that piano in the background and my daughter playing the flute, which is probably my cue that I talk too much, okay? And I better stop because I know it's going to probably clash in a little bit with this Horizon music that y'all hearing too. But y'all, I hope y'all got the gist of it. Whatever answer it is that you are trying to get to, that you've been looking for a long time and you just hadn't got it, and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're frustrated and you're angry and all this stuff, I'm here to tell you to take a break. Moonwalk your way back. Take a break. Get to stillness, at peace, and knowing. You know what that means. I told you what stillness and peace means. It means that you know that everything is all right. Everything's okay. When you do that, you ain't tensed up about nothing. You can feel like you can flex, you can fly, you can do a whole lot because you ain't tensed up. Why? Because you know that thing working out for you. It ain't got no other choice but to work out for you. Why? Because you requested it. And why? Because it was granted right away. And why? Because when it was granted, God already put in the provisions for your answers to be provided to you. But you get those when you at peace. You get it? You get it? I hope this helped you guys. Because when I tell you, when it came to me, I would say, oh, thank you so much. Because you know how I get around this house sometimes. I'll be looking for something for so long. And then if I look too long, frustration will creep in. Anger will creep in. But when you're aligned and connected, it'll make you aware that you are possessing those traits of frustration, revenge, anger, hatred, jealousy that you're looking at. And then you'll say, yourself will say, self? And you'll say, what? Girl, you're frustrated. You better go get it back in the line and get yourself in peace. Get to stillness, and then the answer comes. Because the answer is always what? Yes, present. All right, y'all. With that being said, I hope y'all got the gist of it. If you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Listen, take heed, take a break, put your feet up, and know at your place of stillness, everything's all right. That answer is there. And when you come back to it, when you come back to the thing, your answer will be right there the entire time. And you're going to say, I can't believe it was right there. That's all we had to do. I just looked at that. I just had that in my hand. I set it back down. And that was what I needed. You get what I'm saying? So y'all take a break. Get back to stillness, at peace, which means you know that everything's okay. Everything is all right. The answers have already been provided. They're already present. You just get your vision clear and your hearing clear and your senses clear. And your answer, it's not going to appear because it's already there. You will just be able to see it, hear it, and sense it. All right, you guys. With that being said, I'm going to go. Thanks so much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. Listen, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share. I'll talk to y'all soon. I hope y'all ride this, surf this all the way throughout next week and the week after that. Remember, don't get frustrated. Stillness, peace, and knowing that all is well. And your answer, you'll see that answer. You'll hear that answer. It's going, listen, you got it. You got this. You got this. All right, y'all. With that being said, because I keep on talking, I'm already at almost at 17 minutes. Thanks so much. Y'all know I ain't apologizing for the time. Why? Because it was good and wet. It's going to help us all. Talk to y'all soon. Be blessed. Stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.